one person who knows about this game wasn't listening, so.
What's up?
Unfortunately, you don't play this game.
Okay. I don't play a lot of games, dude.
I know.
I'm not running that command. It's 20 minutes to execute.
Whoa. This is very aggravating.
What is?
Enhancing. It's not very cash money.
Not very cash money.
Nope.
Sad face. Just sitting here rolling for not having a good time.
Alright.
How many fail stacks did you say I would need for a TED attempt?
At least 50. Most of mine don't usually go to closer to 70, but 50 to start.
For the Aurora gear or whatever? Or whatever
For
gear
2
this is.
ball,
Yeah, that one.
50 should be fine.
Oh.
People are getting
Change has
10s
come
at
to the
60 pretty
Garlean Empire,
regularly, so...
and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
It sucks when you use crown stones, you don't gain fail stacks.
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Jeez, I couldn't get a try at 35%, but I just got it at 28.
It's fucking... Oh, he just spit on somebody's grave. This the dude from Lord of the Rings, from The Hobbit, the elf dude.
With him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
The King of the Elves or whatever. He's in this game too. Would you look at that? Sure.
Wait, which one? Are we talking about the original Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
The Wood Elf
Was the
leader,
grandson
not
of his
Lord
uncle who had
Elrond,
the
the
strongest
River
claims,
Elf.
was it not?
The guy who rode the moose.
Yes.
What about him?
He's in this game. He's in Final Fantasy. I'm looking at him right now. He's got a dumb helmet.
Yet claims count for little without the
Oh,
power to assert
Estidian?
them.
Is that who you're talking
High
to?
Legatus
I don't know what his
Varus
name is,
Galvis
but
is
he's
a
got a dumb
respected
helmet.
military leader. Not so his uncle.
And he kind of wants one.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like, you know what, that helmet would look good on?
So young
Me.
Varus has torn the crown from his
Exactly.
uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the
That scene from
Empire.
Hercules when he's just wearing Scar as
Yep.
a cloak, and you're just like, oh damn, this got
Oh,
turned quickly.
The Emperor of the... Okay, yeah. I guess he looks like him a little bit.
I like his
That's
cloak.
the leader of the Empire. Yeah.
Wait, I thought we just killed the leader of the Empire.
Who'd you kill?
I don't know.
Given the troubled nature of his succession,
We
the
need
new
to go on
emperor
that,
will
apparently.
require time to seal his grip
Apparently
on
not.
power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready
Well,
to
what would you
march
be
on us
doing on
again
Black Desert
if
today,
their
Mr.
emperor
Darwin?
gives the word.
What?
What are you playing? Oh,
Wait,
you're not playing Black Desert,
Not
my
if.
bad.
They say this Varus was so set
like
upon
2830
Eorzean
said he
annexation
needed
that he spoke
stuff
out
done.
against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that
My
we
mother has
re-examine
figured
the
out how to
question
use
of
Snapchat.
how our former
Oh,
allies
that is
in
a glorious
Ishgard
day
might
indeed.
be
Oh, boy.
persuaded to retake their place at our side.
No, because
Could
then she can see
Eorzea
my
but
story.
stand as one,
Oh, shit.
'twould deal a grave blow to our enemy's ambitions.
Why would you let her? Why would you add her?
Because I would be yelled at if I didn't.
Yep. Private stories.
I don't use that. That's lame.
I don't know how to use it. I just know it exists.
They're lame.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack.
He's gonna let his mom
Who
steal the
knows?
hose.
They may even do something about it.
I'll tell her about it anyway.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would
then she
follow
can
their
see.
example
Then she'll
and
just
stop
go.
hiding behind their gates,
I don't like that
praying
one.
for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present,
This guy's playing fire
I'm more
and
concerned
fire
by the fact that the Alliance's
through the
mutual
fire and the
preparations
flames
will be
on a
made
Guitar
known to the
Hero
Guardians many
blindfolded.
moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes
Jesus,
our
when did
grasp,
the Guitar Hero come
no
out?
secret is safe.
They were playing that in college. I think at one point we had a full band.
Great. Game just crashed.
Flame Marshal Aline Royale. Raubon's second command. Oh, God.
Getting to meet all the cool people.
All the cool kids are back in town.
All the other kids with the pumped up Don't know the words, but I know the
That's the most important part.
exactly.
All that matters.
Exactly. All that matters.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm very fucking concealed with my giant axe sticking above the fucking rock.
And no one knows.
No, nobody can see me.
It's okay as long as, remember, this is video game AI. As long as they don't see your body, you're fine. Basically.
Yep. My hair might stick out, honestly.
That's not part of your hitbox.
It's like you can very obviously tell I'm the protagonist in an anime with my hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot to send it to you guys. I'll have to look for it at some point. But it's a meme, and the mom goes to the dad and says, "I have some bad news, dear." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "Our son was born with spiky pink hair. It means he's a protagonist." And dad goes, "I know what I must do," and he jumps out the window.
Oh yeah. Tragic backstory, go.
Backstory, go.
Let me just waltz on over here and talk to him.
Why is
No.
Black Desert like pooping out right now?
Cause you're on it.
Wartime.
Yeah, I can't even like log in right now.
I mean, what do you expect?
It's working.
You expect it to work?
Yes.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
What? Shinobi of Doma.
I guess Black Desert not working as a sign. I should finish the last homework question I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
It's hard.
What
I
class?
don't understand it.
What class?
Calculus.
Oh, I can help.
You can.
I'm a fucking engineer. God damn it! Does
But
nobody
last
respect
time
me?
I asked you for last time I helped you for help in math, you said I don't know.
Oh, well, that's because I don't like you.
Oh, well,
Fair. Definitely fair.
What's the question?
2 plus 2 equals what?
I'm fine.
Mine
the
is
marginal
4.
profit.
That's 3. Quick
Finding the
maths.
marginal profit. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, find the marginal profit? Okay.
And
Is this like business calc?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, this sounds like a business card
Yeah.
it, I don't know. I just don't completely understand derivatives. They're confusing.
Okay. What's the actual like equation you're trying to derive? I'm about to pull up a fucking notepad and do this for you on stream.
No, you're not gonna show you. You know, you can help. You know, you can do it for me. Here,
Oh,
I
wow.
will share my screen in Discord.
Oh god.
Dear God.
Let's see. Oh, I cannot see that. Hang on. The profit in
Take a
dollars
picture
from
of that
selling
voice,
X
too.
units of a product is given by the... Oh, timeout stream. We're going to do a math lesson real quick. Find the marginal profit for each of the following sales.
Saying just plug in once you find the derivative, but
Are you doing... Oh, you're just doing single derivative? It would be... Oh, shit. Oh, I am rusty.
yeah, this is the only math class I will ever have to take,
16.
so I just gotta pass it.
I'm scared to actually take calc again. Like, if I have to go to graduate school and they put like a calc question in front of me, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, so... X minus 1 divided by 8x squared. Okay. Okay. So when you're deriving, you're finding the instantaneous slope at whatever point, right? So the tricks are using the expo. Oh. Stream has ended. Are you there, Rochi?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. It was robotic.
You're good. So when we're deriving, it's all based off the exponents, really. When we have an x, if there's no variable, no x, it's just a number. So 35,000. When you derive, that goes away. That becomes 0.
Oh, okay.
So when you have 2056 times the square root of x, it's what that reads as is x to the 1/2. So you would do you would derive x to the 1/2. Keep 2056 and then be x. I'm trying to remember how you do.
So it'd be x1 at 2056 x1/2.
That would be, that's what it
One part.
reads as, and then you have to derive that.
Oh.
I can't remember how you do square roots. And then the minus 1 over 8x squared, you just derive the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you know how to... What's
No.
the derivative of 8x squared?
Fuck if I know.
Okay, the trick is to bring down the exponent and multiply it by the number in front of the variable. So what would that be?
So it'd be 16x.
16x, and then you subtract 1 from the exponent.
So it'd be just 16.
Just 16x, yeah. So if you want to Google how to do derive square root of x, you should be able to figure it out.
All right, YouTube, time for you to shine.
Listen to
Yeah,
some
honestly,
Indian
That's how
man.
most of us learn math.
Yeah.
How to derive the quadratic formula? Oh, no, even get started.
Oh, that's sexy. Oh, I love dividing quadratics. Oh, that's sexy. Or deriving, yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Oh.
That gets my jimmies off. This has been a calculus lesson by LaxManiac30. Tune in next week where we show Orochi how to use integrals. And his brain explodes.
Tomorrow, you
laugh. That's
pass my
what I'm
test.
famous for.
Tomorrow I gotta pass my test.
Like, oh yeah, we're doing this cyber gaming thing, and you're just to do math problems. On stream,
I mean,
that's what you're gonna be known for.
I fucking do. I tutor virtually now, so.
hard. You do?
Yeah, I tutor virtually now, so I totally could.
One of those like online schools wanted me to be a professor. I was just like, no.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Just teaching shit I already know
It
online
was like
in the comfort.
It's like intro to programming. I think you had to teach Java or something like that.
Oh, that's not that bad. Getting paid to
wasn't
teach
bad.
basic stuff like that, not actually be responsible for anything, like that's the life.
Yeah, I think if you were to teach like intro, I wouldn't mind teaching an intro class, but I was just like, not right now.
Yeah.
If 2 years, if you were asking me, I probably would say, yeah, sure, I'll teach an intro class to something.
confusion.
Hmm.
I am confusion.
Why are you confusion?
He explained it, and I'm like, huh?
Oh God.
I'm terrible at calculus. Give me statistics all day, and I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But in calculus, yeah, fuck that.
Did your
All right,
professor
but-
not teach you how to do this?
No,
What the fuck? Okay.
my professor is a
Business.
grad student.
Oh.
This is business calc, so you know they probably have some module built to teach every. He teaches to everybody, and they ask a bunch of homework questions that are definitely not based on anything they just taught you.
Oh, that's how you do radical functions. That's right. Damn, it's been a while.
And I kind of understand.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
I mean, he kind of just gives you the answer at the bottom there.
Well, yeah, but he explained it first. I just paused it where it showed how to do it, so you would remember.
Appreciate it.
And, oh. So, back to the homework.
Now let's talk about how to find the
Oh.
derivative.
So it would be. So it'd just be 2 square root x over 1.
2 square root x. What was the original problem? Sorry, hold on, let me pull it up.
So as much.
It would be 256 over 2 root x. Or 2056, sorry. So you would do 2056 divided by 2 and then keep that on the top in the numerator.
Dude, you understand, I'm as dumb as a fucking doorknob when
You're
it comes
not
to
as
this.
dumb as a fucking doorknob. Hold on.
Yeah, you're
You're
right.
actually you're actually a lot better off than some of the people I tutored in college.
Okay,
Oh dear God.
hold on. So the derivative of square root of x was 1 over 2 root x, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So would the 2056 just go where the 1 is, or would I?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly where it would go. Yep. And
Well, why?
what do you mean, why?
Oh, because the 2056 technically is connected to the square root. Okay.
Attaboy. And
So
so,
I.
go ahead. Talk it out.
I don't have any pen and paper. Uno momento.
Oh my God.
I'm in college. We do everything on laptops.
I still to this day have like a notebook I had in college to write stuff down. Because sometimes it's just easier to remember stuff when it's written down.
Okay. So it would be 150. What's the square root of 150? Like 20.
Hmm.
15 something? 16 something?
Okay.
17 something?
So all I remember, well, minus 1 over 16x. No.
Oh, damn. Really specific
So
numbers.
Doran.
The hell is that?
So, okay. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's that website where you can plug in like any calculus problem and it'll solve it for you?
Mathway.
Wolfram Alpha.
RAM Alpha, that's right.
Wolfram Alpha.
Yeah.
I actually bought the full version.
Oh, really?
Like,
It's
it was
pretty
like
impressive how well it works.
If you, as long as you type it in correctly,
Yeah.
it's a great program. Because that's what I used to use to check everything.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, it's expanded since. I'm surprised I actually knew what it was.
I had a professor that liked to make the joke. And then when you want to check your work, you shall plug and chug. And that would be chug spelling CHEGG. And we're like, oh, professor. Fucking check got me through everything.
Yes.
And when you're programming, when you're a programmer,
Right.
Stack Overflow.
He is. I still fucking use Stack Overflow.
I still look up stuff in Stack Overflow, and
I look up
haven't
like
programmed
basic
in a
shit,
while.
like how do I add two integers in Java?
Okay, so I have 1 over 2400.
Alright, hold on.
So I take the square root of 150, then multiply by 2, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so the answer to that is some long-ass decimal and rounded 2
Shit,
decimal
well,
places.
decimal?
So that'll be... What? No, it was 24.4948972.
Okay. Scared me.
And then I have, that would be, once I figure out that over 2556.
2056. You do 2056 divided by that. Yep.
Okay. But so would I round that now, or does it matter if I round it?
So you want to keep it to, I mean, and I don't know how business calc works, but you want to keep it to the number of significant figures, which right now you have as 4. So keep up to like 2 or 3 decimal places probably. I don't know what your actual math is, but
Okay, so
you don't ever like keep decimals. Don't get rid of them.
okay.
Because a lot of these online things where you turn in stuff are super fucking picky.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. One
I
time I
literally
literally got a question wrong. I was like, "What? The answer's right," and I just retyped it, and then it said it was correct.
Yeah.
It was like
You
I
put a
did
space in there or
exact.
something.
I was like, "What?" Oh, so that's another long decimal.
Yeah, you're gonna get a couple long decimals.
82.375. And then that would be minus 1 over 240. Well, 2400. So how do I get rid of the 1 over 2400?
Wait, 1 over
Just one
2400.
Because it's 1 over 16x is the second part of the equation.
Oh yeah, 16 times 150. So you just do 1
Yeah.
divided by whatever 16 times 150 is.
Yes, 2400.
Okay, so 1 over 2400. It's gonna be a small decimal.
Yes. What the? 4.16 repeating.
Is the decimal?
Yeah.
Okay. Just round up to 0.416666.
No, 4.166666.
Wait, 1 divided by 2400 is 4 point something?
I mean, it might just because the screen isn't big enough to show the whole number.
What the fuck?
Look.
You're doing 1 divided by 16 times 150, correct?
16 times 150 is 2400.
Okay, 1 divided by 2400 should be a very small decimal. It shouldn't be larger than 1.
Well, it's it's because it's you're right.
There you go.
It's point oh oh oh
Yep.
4.
Yep.
And then 1 6 repeating.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, so.
So you can pretty much just round that to 0.0004.
Yeah.
Because anything after that is pretty insignificant.
And 82.375 minus 0.0004, which wouldn't really change since it's rounded, right?
Exactly.
So,
Let's hope.
Well, let's find it. 82. Nope, that's 16. Oh, it said it wants to be rounded 2 decimal places.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you get it right?
I have to do all of them to check.
Okay.
Well, I can check, but I only have 3 chances before it refreshes the whole problem.
I see. Okay. I'll just keep doing that. Same exact thing. Nothing changes from what I can tell. Nope. Just different numbers. Hello, Menphilia. How are you? Yep, let me just wait here. Go back, get over here. The fuck? Poor chocobos. The fuck is this music?
What?
Still
Oh.
gone and leaving the thunder.
You leaving the thunder?
Yeah. We'd already leave. Some of us are not included. They didn't say. They just said it's leaving.
Am I right?
He's going back to Florida.
None other. I bid you welcome to
going back to
Revenant's
Florida?
Toll.
Billy
And thank
Donovan
you for
left
traveling
Thunder.
so far on such short
Really?
notice.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Not that good.
As if I could ever say no to
Billy
Urianger.
Donna should have never left Florida.
No, we should.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished
Really
Darling
well.
scholar
Wait.
and an authority on
The
Etherite
only running
technology.
is running in the switch, like in
She
the
has
middle of
played
the
an
fucking
invaluable
play.
role in our search for
So
a
pretty
means to
much,
capture
I
our
won't have
souls.
to. Like the second part of the equation is completely irrelevant
Charmed,
because
I'm
it's
sure.
always going to be small enough.
Yes,
it's not gonna
but
change much.
you can't assume that because derivatives are designed to give you extremely accurate estimations of slope, or it's pretty much the most accurate way of finding slope. So you have to do it all the way through because as you'll see, the numbers get a little bit bigger, so it might actually make a difference. I try to keep as many decimals as I can to begin with, within reason of, obviously you don't want to keep like 10 decimals, but I always try to keep a lot, especially when I'm dealing with such small estimations, because little things like that can make a difference. Will they may always make a difference? No, but they can. So yes, you do have to do the second part of that equation. Because trust me, you'll get the fucking software will trip you up and ding you if you're 0.0001 off.
I gotta work on that. Why won't you? Okay. The decimal is just going to keep getting smaller because I'm dividing 1 by bigger numbers.
True, true.
Oh, no, never mind. Well, yes, but not as bad. 1 divided by 32
Oh,
equals
longer,
0.03125. So,
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Anastasia.
Save in appearance and attitude.
Bless you.
Thanks.
I might have done something wrong in the first one. Not on the first one, the second one.
Why?
Because, well, maybe it's just because the answer's throwing me off, but it's like, it's 82.36 for the first one, for 150, 155.42 for 175, then 145.38 for the Third one.
Yeah, you might want to double check it just in case.
Do the second one.
'Cause theoretically, it should.
Just keep getting
It should.
bigger.
Yeah.
So.
25/6 divided by 3. Yeah. Because that's going to get bigger. As that gets bigger, which means that's going to get smaller. Wait. Oh. Wait. No, they should be getting smaller. Am I crazy? What is this? 1,028? Yeah, 1,028 divided by square root of x minus 1/16 x. 1028 divided by square root of x. As x gets bigger, the denominator will get bigger, which means the whole number will get smaller. Wait, it should be going down as x gets bigger. Like when x equals 150, that should be your largest value for the derivative. Right? Am I crazy?
You still haven't found it then? You're missing aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
Wait.
One of our own bore witness to her
What's
escape.
up?
I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
2056 divided by 175 is 11 point.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the
7.5,
ethereal
yeah.
current is still flowing.
Sorry, is it that one?
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
Oh wait, no,
As
I'm an
you
idiot.
know, however, we don't
Never
rely
mind, I'm an idiot.
solely on these beacons.
Okay.
There are currents of
I
ether
didn't,
which flow
but-
between them, currents
your
which
time.
help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a
Oh
dry
yeah,
riverbed.
it still gets smaller.
Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
Times 2.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult. And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have wide aura sight at their disposal.
Okay.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aurosite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Six. Moment of truth.
Oh god, I'm nervous.
I am too. Well, got some of them. Right?
Okay, okay. It's probably just in that case. That's what you know. What that's telling us.
No.
It's telling us that our derivative is right. We probably just went wrong in some of the plugging and chugging.
The calculations.
The calculations. So you know, A still needs to be larger than 77, and D needs to be between 72 and 65. So that's why that one's wrong. And then A probably just needs to be redone. This has been a math lesson, a calculus lesson with Lax Maniac 30. Do you like it when I whisper into my mic?
No.
Well, fuck you, Doran!
Okay.
For showing up.
I've been here.
I know.
Y'all do your thing.
Did you like my calculus lesson?
Yeah, I think you did a great job.
Thanks.
I got the same answer.
Take a deep breath.
I'm gonna do this first one. That one is different. So 2. So 28.284. I'm just gonna do more exponents. I still get the same answer.
For D?
Yeah.
Make sure you double check, like, you're putting in 2056. You know, like all the different values.
I'm looking at it.
Double check
maybe,
the rounding?
No, maybe. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, what was it? I was saying. 0.0002. Okay, so that wouldn't really change. Conference finals, baby. You know when? Yeah, so it's the same answer.
Hold on.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
All right.
Oh, I know why. I'm an idiot.
All right.
Don't worry. Nope, don't worry about me. I'm an idiot.
Don't
I'm
say
glad you
that.
figured it out.
I believe in you.
I
Roshi.
haven't done it yet. I don't believe in myself. I can tell
We're
you
not
that.
in the clear yet.
Oh.
You have 12 submissions.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
I had 3.
Yeah, well, I'm a nerd. I'm an idiot, so I need 12.
I need special treatment.
Yes.
Gen Z kids, dude.
These fucking Gen Zers. Back in my day, 3 years ago, we had 3 tries.
Moment of truth.
Enter.
Let's
Yay.
go.
Precious.
I did it.
Nice. I'm very proud of you.
Alright, so I kind of understand where it is. Not really, but I'm gonna pop an Adderall and do homework tomorrow and study. Because it's prescribed to me, not because I take it illegally.
Nice.
Alright, well, I got 100 on that homework.
It is time to do amphitheater.
Oh, Shiva. Okay. 1 second.
Well, let's look at what my practice is.
Mybama.home or dash home. I love that.
Mybama.edu.
Woo!
It was just UCF.edu for us. That's it.
Mine was MySC.
I think there's my UCF.edu.
Can I even like look at my grade?
I don't know. Can you? Oh, okay. I'm really tempted to just display all your shit on stream.
I don't give a shit. What? Conference finals. I see that.
I think that might be against some sort of rules, so don't do that.
Nah.
There's nothing important on here.
Math 121. I think we're fine.
This is my practice test.
Wow. This is... I love this.
I know this one.
Shay Taverner.
See, I got the first question right. I know how to do that.
I'm really proud of you.
I only get 5 submissions on this whole.
Oh god.
I know how to do this. I'm just not doing it right now. Right? Because don't you just plug in the number for X and then get a number?
Oh god, I'm not looking. Hang on. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So X is your variable, and then your function of X is what did you do to X to get that number, basically.
And then this, you just plug in 81, square root that, and then 81 times 3, square root that, then 81 squared, then square root that. Wasn't 81 squared, then square rooted? No, no.
Sort of.
You square root it for this one. You square root it first, then do the exponent because it's in a bracket, right?
No, a bracket is just...
No.
So, okay. F of X equals 81. Oh, I see. Oh, that's weird.
81 square root would be 9. So
Yeah.
3 f of x, so would you multiply 81 times 3 first? Correct?
Yes.
And then you square root that. And what do I round it to? It doesn't say. It doesn't tell me what to round it to.
You shouldn't have decimals.
What? You gotta do 81 times 3, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you square root
You're
that.
not,
and
there's
you
no
do-
square root sign. There's no square root sign.
Oh.
See the comma? These are separate functions.
Okay. And then
You're trying to find the limit, though.
hey man, it's just hard for me.
Don't know if that's gonna work for
Ooh,
you.
got that right.
Oh, all right, there you go.
Alright. Bitch.
You still doing the damn homework?
15
No, this is
numbers.
my practice test now. Just getting all the ones I know how to do out of the way.
So I was like, dude, damn, I thought you had like 2 questions left like an hour ago.
No, I
You didn't
I had
finish
one-
it 5 minutes ago.
I had one question that took me 30 minutes. And then the other ones took me 5. Because I Googled the answer.
And your good buddy Lex helped you out.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm just doing this.
I'm so fucking fired up that he literally are gonna final.
I gotta beat Boston or Toronto.
That's gonna happen. They'll win in like 6.
I don't know. Who would you rather play? I'd probably want to play Toronto, honestly.
That matchup, yeah, probably Toronto.
Me too.
Just because.
Boston will drop
I don't know,
120
both
on
those
you in their
teams-
sleep.
Both actually play really tough like Miami does.
Boston just actually can shoot.
Yeah, that's scary. They get hot.
Yeah,
Teams that get hot are
fucking-
scary.
What's his name? Smart gets hot.
Yeah,
And he'll
exactly.
drop 30. Have fun taking a shower.
Can I join? Save water?
I'm glad Will didn't show up. Damn it. Oh, I'm gonna make him get decontaminated. I don't want that made in my house.
What?
There's this. One of my roommates, Littles, is one of the most annoying people in the world.
I thought you were talking to Will from Disney.
Oh, no,
Second.
he's not allowed
wait a
anywhere
second.
near a 10-mile radius of me.
Oh my god.
An alarm will go off, right?
Alright, so for number 4, I plug in -5, correct?
Yes. But you're looking for the limit, so you plug it in, but there, like, for example, let's say you wanted to find the limit as x approaches -2. What would your answer be?
Sex approaches -2?
Mhm.
-2.
No.
Wait, what?
What would you say the answer would be if it said find the limit, where it says x arrow 5? What if that instead said x arrow -2? What would you do?
-6 would be in the top, and then it'd be -4. -6 over -4.
-4? Are you sure?
Oh wait, what?
What's
oh.
-2 plus 2?
Oh, 0. So just you would be denying E because you can't do that.
The limit does not exist exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're not just plugging in 5 to find an answer. We're trying to find the limit, which would be what is the maximum value or minimum value technically at the graph at this specific point. So yes, you can just directly put in 5. Whoa!
Come on.
No.
It's right.
What?
What?
15? What?
15 divided by 3.
Yep.
Oh, it's -5. I thought it was +5. Okay. It scared the shit out of me.
Nope. Oh, this one's just more annoying. Just because, well, -1 squared is 1.
Hang
and
on, I
6
gotta go
is
fight
6.
this thing.
No, you're fine. I think I understand this one.
Okay. Alright, what do I do?
You want to main tank the boss?
Yeah, I'll take the boss.
Face her away from everybody.
Keep her away from
She
everybody. You
doesn't.
got it.
Just face her away. She doesn't cleave.
Okay.
And then there's an ad phase. And then circles will come on the ground randomly. Step into the last one. And when the first one goes off, step back into that one.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Hey yo, hello. We have a lively group today.
0. This one. Oh, dear. I should have done it in the first place. -1 plus 1 is 2.
Hey-ya!
What? Huh? What? What? I'm confused. So can you see my screen?
I'm a little busy.
No, I'm fine. Just click on my screen. Do this one. Fine. So I figured, so you plug in -1, and it would give you x equals 0 over that, but then right? Gives a chance to zero on it, but I did that, they said the answer's wrong. So the answer was negative 13. Don't worry about it. Study tomorrow. At least I can do 4 questions.
Should be.
Should be. But I think I have to do something else. I think I have to do the derivative on media.
Alright, those things come up again. You gotta get in the clear space.
It's fine. I'll study tomorrow.
Alright, do you understand how that mechanic works?
Okay, I got confused in that fight.
Yeah, so that mechanic comes a lot. It always goes in a big circle, and then the last one drops in the middle. So you
Okay.
stand on the edge of the first one, but still in the middle. Then you move out. The other one is where they all spawn at once. There's always a line that everybody can run to.
Okay.
That's why he died.
And the one that there was something that looked like it was spawning something on each person.
Yes, and that's why we all ran away.
Okay. Okay.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
Pretty hard on yourself, Iceheart.
Oh. Righteous cause.
Oh, a little full of yourself, huh?
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us.
Well, that's good to hear.
We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander a mother's gift.
Who's the mother? Think. Ah. Black hooded figure.
And so the vessel withdraws, A predictable outcome.
Appears from nowhere.
I
The Black
wonder
figure
what...
appears again, and his name is unknown to you.
Unknown. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Gasp.
Oh no.
Gasp.
How unfortunate.
May not be really here, but I'm playing the world's smallest violin right now. Hold on, let's see if I can pick it up on the mic. Anything?
Nope.
Okay. Might have broken
Not
it.
coming through, Chief.
Either I've broken all the strings, I need to find a cat to replace it, or... Get that reference.
I did not.
There was an episode of Tom and Jerry where
But he used like his
needs strings for the guitar, and so he just takes
whiskers.
Tom's whiskers and plucks them out.
Good old Tom and Jerry.
And,
Back when cartoons were actually enjoyable.
Yeah. If it's just slapstick and you're just like,
Yeah.
this is funny.
Ah, funny. Cat go boom.
Basically.
I remember whenever the dog in that show would have like a steak and eat it, I was like, that's the best look. It's a raw steak, but that's the best looking fucking steak I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right? That's what you wanted to eat back then. Good old days. Now I eat day old rice and chicken.
Nothing wrong with eating chicken. Nothing wrong with eating chicken.
No. But when you have it for every meal, it gets pretty sad.
I lost like 30 pounds doing that.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's what we think at least that's what I'm attributing it to, because we
Yeah.
never found all my tests came back negative.
Huh, well that's good. Glad to hear you're negative.
That was, that was 2016. I lost like, at one point I was like 145. I weighed up like 145. That's why I got, that's why I was getting tested for everything underneath the sun.
Right.
Like my dad and my uncle weren't joking around. They're like, alright, we're testing you for everything.
Oh, I am trapped. What the fuck?
Gonna call up a health coach on 2 days.
Oh, there's a bottle. Damn. Oh, hello, Hushapal. I haven't talked to you in a while. Meow. Into the intercessory. Oh, cutscene.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We, too, have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Aw, no very Merry Christmas this year, I guess.
Huh?
No Disney's Very Merry
Do you know
Christmas
what sort of
canceled
man
this year.
becomes Lord Commander
Sad
of the
face.
Temple Knights? One who
Understandable.
comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learnt to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off. There's people here and some not
We are
nice
so
words are gonna be
glad to
flying
be of
soon.
use to
Oh
you.
boy. Have fun.
As we are
Alright,
to
well,
you,
would you be willing to help me study
ours
tomorrow?
is a mutually
course,
beneficial
I got you.
arrangement, lest we forget.
Alright, thank
one
you.
born
I will
of
see y'all tomorrow.
necessity.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dragons grow more
Love him.
restless by the day, and the heretics harry us
Mhm.
nigh without cease.
Again,
We
that's
have
what we sent
contended
them
with
off to
such
college.
troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
I'm gonna bounce out as well. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Not
See
at
ya.
all. You but spoke from the heart.
There were two.
I know, right?
It's really
I trust
weird
you
that you said
understand
that
that at
in hand,
times
yeah.
my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such
Yeah,
occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
Trying to stay up so
Lucia,
long.
at your
I've just been
service.
sleeping all day. I've just been like
Pray
going to
excuse
bed
our
at like
reticence.
9:30.
We are but wary of speaking
I
too
got like
freely.
4 hours of
lest our
sleep last
sentiments be
night.
made
Not for
known
any
to our
specific
enemies.
reason, just because I couldn't fucking fall asleep.
Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one
That's like the
mind.
worst thing.
For the sake of Ishgard and of Eorzea at
Like,
large,
at
I
least
pray
just
our
let me like
peoples can put
think
aside
about
their
stuff. I
differences.
was sitting thinking like, what do I want to eat tomorrow? You know, bullshit like that.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their
It's
future.
the meaning of life. What am I gonna do post-COVID?
Should aught
Right.
befall one of our shipments, pray
People-
inform Lucia
someone actually
immediately.
asked me that, and I go,
You may
I've
also
stopped
relay
trying
to
to
her
plan
any
post-COVID.
words you might
Right,
have for
yeah.
me alone.
Like we basically
Not
got
one of Ishgard
confirmed
or
that we're not
North.
going to be back
She
in the
has no
office until
allegiance to
next
any
year
noble
probably.
house,
So
making her as
I'm
near
just
to
settling
Ishgard
in.
as one
Next year.
confined in my homeland.
It's probably not going to
Suffice
be
it to
early
say,
next year either.
I trust
Probably
her
not. We're gonna
completely,
get some of
and
the
so
upper
may you.
management, maybe the new training class in first, and then it'll be open up
Which
to everybody
reminds
else.
me,
But it'll still be at
Lord
limited
Orsham,
capacity as well.
If you would be so kind.
Oh well.
Certainly.
I know because I know from my company a bunch of the
In
some of the
times such
other
as these,
offices
trust
we've
is
been
ever in
closing
short
them
supply.
because there's nobody in there.
Mayhap
Yeah.
this will go some way to rectify the
A
problem.
couple people were like, "Oh, we need a place to
The
work."
results of our investigation
Well,
into the heretics'
you're
recent
gonna have to
attacks,
talk to
as well as our interrogation
someone
of the
and find
merchant
one.
you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Get poison gas if you're flying.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
What is this? Cool looking area. Right. Huh. What's up, boy? Oh, here we go. Shit's about to go down. Oh. Here we go.
Did you take her to sing after that?
Of course. Respect. Interesting.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Shit.
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
Oh, shit.
Nanamo unamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Jarvis gonna do whatever hell I want on the stuff.
Hmm.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Robon, Eline lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a blade of light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white orosite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the Orosite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
So in this game, somehow they lost an island.
Yet the mystery endeth not
That's fun.
with the isle's
We stuff all the time.
disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had
It's
something
one
in
of those
common with the
questions
head of
when
the
you don't
students of
want to ask how,
Baldessin.
because
Every
you
last
just
one
don't
of them
want-
was
you don't wanna
researching a
hear the
phenomenon
bullshit
called
Yeah.
dimensional compression.
It's like, wait,
or the rejoining,
how
as
did
the
you
ancient
lose an
texts
island?
call it.
Well, see, it
Probably
was
don't
there,
if
now
that's
it's
a
not there.
coincidence.
We think it's a rift in space-time. Oh, yeah, just a rift in
All
space-time. That's fine.
indications suggest Ascian involvement. But I sense that a
One
force
of those
greater
things
still
when
is at
people are
work.
like, oh, well,
The
here, let
entity
me,
the
I got
dark
in touch,
beings
no, I
call
don't want
the
to hear
one
about your
true
PowerPoint
God.
presentation about what happened to it. Let's just go find it. But
We must
don't
pray
care,
that
well,
my dear
let's
friend
go find
Kyle
it.
regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
My LinkedIn account. I'm seeing a bunch of people from work. I don't think any of you people.
Fucking LinkedIn.
Did you notice that? Do you guys have Office 365?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
I don't know in yours, but in mine, if you hover over someone's name, you can actually see. They'll actually try to guess your LinkedIn profile. You're
Oh,
like,
really?
What? Yeah.
Following the
Interesting.
calamity,
I've never clicked the
Forces of
button.
the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar.
Brother.
The late
Take it
Emperor's
easy.
decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus.
Thanks, Law, for the follow.
So
Appreciate
he
it, bro.
was Huayu's true master.
But one of seven. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Huh, triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve.
Oh, shit.
I know you can hear me, monitorous scum.
Not
Your
happy.
crimes will not go unpunished. Today I will purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
Oh, shit.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Will it, though? Will it? I feel like we would be fine without you. Just my personal
Your
preference.
Grace, are you certain of this?
No, not really.
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes,
Okay.
but to her people.
I can get down with this. Down with royalty. Down with the cake eaters. Bunch of bitches.
Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name.
Oh, Roban.
Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
While you sit there literally eating fucking cake. How sad. Whatever. Why is this locked? What? Okay. Oh, do I have to do this? I guess I'll have to do that. Actually, let's just go there. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night, y'all.